What's up guys, it's Matterz, and we're going to be talking about a possible map coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies titled Cinema of the Dead. Now this guy actually talks about it coming to DLC 2, but it could come to a lot of the other different maps, and he really explains it obviously as a Kino der Toten remake, so I would say more towards, if anything, DLC 4 or some sort of area where they have the ability to give us a remake. But there's a lot of stuff, you can probably tell by the video, it's probably going to be a pretty long video because this guy has everything down to the T. He knows what he wants for this map. The link is in the description to the original idea, but we're going to go through this. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. I just skimmed through it, and it's really interesting what he has here. A lot of different stuff, so we're going to read through all of this, and definitely tell me guys, tell me what you think about this, and yeah, let's get started here. So let's just read this here. He's, saying he was posting on different sites. He was trying to get people, I guess, gathered together to really see if this is a possibility, what they think about it. And he's saying, okay, DLC 2, we're speculating it to be Pompeii, blah, blah, but he's going to go back to this one now. And he obviously sort of brings this to light as an Of the Dead map, because as we know, DLC 2 definitely going to be an Of the Dead map. Mob of the Dead, DLC 2 for Black Ops 2, and then Call of the Dead, DLC 2 for Black Ops 1, so it makes sense that for Black Ops 3 we will see an Of the Dead map for DLC 2, but he's actually interpreting this Cinema of the Dead, obviously directly translating to Kino der Toten within Black Ops 1, and obviously as a remake. So he's going to go through a lot of the different features of what it might come, what it might bring, and what it might provide for, this new map and for the game. Now, he says a remixed 115 song Easter egg, and I actually looked at the comments of this post, and a lot of people, one of their major complaints with this is that we don't want any more remixed songs, and I really do agree with that. So I would think the 115 song should stay the same, or potentially even add in a lot of like the other songs, like the Beauty of Annihilation song, a lot of like the original songs rather than the remixed versions, because the original songs add to the nostalgia factor and really add to the actual eeriness of the map. So I definitely agree with that as well. He goes on to say, the Der Wonderfizz machine, Gobblegum machine, obviously that's basically a norm within Black Ops 3 Zombies, at least the Gobblegum. Der Wonderfizz, probably within the Origins characters universe, if they go there, which I would think they would, obviously. Perks, PhD Flopper, really interesting one, we'll talk about that in a second. Stanima, Deadshot Daiquiri, Juggernaut, Quick Arrive, Mule Kick, Speed Cola, Double Tap. So sort of generic perks there, but then obviously, PhD Flopper, we haven't seen in a while. Black Ops 3, we haven't seen it up until, potentially with a new sort of map, DLC 2, DLC 4. Maybe if this map comes to life, we'll see if it happens, but it's the only way it's going to work if they do like some sort of specialist slide ability where every couple of seconds, and you have to like charge it up, you can slide into zombies, kill them all with your actual like PhD effect, and then you have to wait, then you slide again, you wait, charge it up, you slide. That's the only way it's going to work. It would work pretty well like that way, but we'll have to see. Now, Wonder Weapons, we have the Thunder Gun, the Wonder Rifle, the Monkey Bomb, and the Ray Gun. Again, pretty good weapons there. Thunder Gun, Wonder Rifle, really cool. Combined, that would be pretty sick. One person has the Thunder Gun, one person has the Wonder Rifle. That's pretty cool. Now, guns in general, each gun in Kino der Toten will be replaced with standard, Black Ops 3 weapons. So M16 is replaced with the M8A7. The Stakeout is replaced with the KRM 262. M14 is replaced with the Shiva. PM63 is replaced with the LCAR, and you go on down the list, and that's sort of a norm with Black Ops 3 as well. It's just how it all works. So going down here, he talks about the specialist weapon being the Hive. Now this is what he says. I'll explain a little bit on some of the things I wanted to add. I found that remixing 115 would be cool, or it would make sense. Gobblegum is quite obvious, blah blah blah. Now the Hive, it doesn't really make sense. So we're going to go through basically what he's talking about with the actual Hive, and then maybe the actual free Mega Gumball Easter egg that sort of is like a reoccurring thing within these couple of maps, obviously with Black Ops 3 so far. Now, this is what he's saying. Now, you guys pretty much know Kino der Toten. When you enter the alleyway, you open up the door to the back room, the upstairs, and the last meteor piece. And have you ever noticed another gate directly in front? And there's always a stairway to the left and garbage bins to the right, but there's a door directly in the middle. Now, when you use any explosive, or maybe the Thunder Gun or the Ray Gun, to demolish that gate, and there should be Apartheid markings on the wall as you enter this new room. Now, the left and right of this room should be covered in debris, so as you're going down this narrow hallway, you would have to, press X or square, whatever console you're on this Aparthicon marking, and then 6 electrical spirits should fly off into the air, and he calls us the Beware of the 6 Easter egg. And then they will tell you, okay, you need more power, and then obviously you would have to get like a Wonder Waffle of some sort, and then you would shoot the circuit box for the power 3 times, and it should start sparking and overloading, and then basically that would sort of activate the stuff around the map. Now there should be voltmeters similar to Mob of the Dead and Shadows of Evil around the map, 6 in total, and you have to shoot them as well and get those sort of completed. And then there should be one last objective, and he says you have to go to these circuit boxes and potentially use a knife of some sort and knife the boxes, and then you should have more electricity surging around the map due to like the I guess the actual wires being broken and the actual boxes being broken, all that crazy stuff. You should go back where you found the original Aparthicon marking, then hold X again. You should get a quote. You will be rewarded for your loyalty or something, and you would get like the Hive Specialist. I'm not so sure how good that would work there because it's sort of the Hive, and the Hive is pretty decent. They can maybe upgrade it or make it a bit better and more suitable for zombies, so that would make sense as well. Now the free gobblegum thing is quite simple, as he says. You would shoot the sparking with the thunder gun, and the 2 pieces of debris will fall down, and the pieces of debris are obviously like sparking and doing all this crazy stuff. And they're going to be 2 large metal circuit boxes in the actual alleyway. You open them up, you place the debris inside of them, and then there will be a line of electricity going around the certain box to the wall at the opposite side of the actual alleyway. You kill 10 zombies per electricity line at the thing, and then you would be rewarded a rare free mega gobblegum, and that would just be that's it. That's really it. That's a pretty good idea there, and that's basically the consensus of Cinema of the Dead, as he calls it. This would obviously be Kingdom Certain remake. I'm not so sure if he would want to add different areas of the map or what else he would want to add from the old map to this new map or whatever he wants to do. But as of now, it's a pretty cool map incorporating a lot of different new little Easter eggs, like obviously the Hive Easter egg and then the Gobblegum Easter egg, and then adding obviously in the Black Ops 3 twist with the Black Ops 3 weapons, some other different perks and I guess abilities that Black Ops 3 has to offer within this game. So it's a pretty good thing. We can definitely see something like this in the future if they do want to make a remake of some sort. So tell me guys what you think about the Cinema of the Dead, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.